How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I am your host, JRabbit87, and I hope everybody is having a good day out there. And I hope you guys are ready for a bit of a dual stream today. Um, for those of you who are new here, normally on Tuesdays, I, alongside my hashtag a wonderful wife Firebird10, will do Minecraft. And we start with doing a survival mode and then.
I'm trying.
You're good. We'll do a survival mode and then we go into a creative. Well, today is going to be different. Tomorrow I am canceling stream. There will not be a stream tomorrow because of my work that I do, and it's just going to interfere too much. So instead, that way everything is good to go, and we might have to do the same thing next week as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm also going to have a late shift next week, and next week is our big pay per view, so we'll see how all that goes. So it has been decided we're going to start off with our wrestling stream. We're going to do that episode, and then we're going to end this stream in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and get things started with our commands. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly. We want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. Also, a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that does join us today. It means so much to us that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with us. Also, of course, thank you to Firebird 10, Kung Fu Cobra, ZZ, CWJ, Demon King 025, 8008, Isaiah the German, and Z Fire Incorporated for their contributions to the stream. Now, it's time for the linky links, starting with Discord. If you haven't joined us on Discord, you're definitely going to want to do that at before we switch to Minecraft. For our big pay-per-view, it is going to be fans' choice. You guys will get to vote on special match types and other things like that for next week's pay-per-view. So, and you can only do that on Discord. I'll get more into that later on. YouTube. If you'd like to check out some of our past YouTubes, feel free to grab that link and head on over there. TikTok is where you can find highlight videos, so feel free to grab that link if you're into highlight videos and go check those out. Last but certainly not least are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Rabbit Wrestling Federation. Tonight, we have 9 matches for you. Originally, we had 10, but we decided to cut one. Yeah. Our first match of the evening is actually going to be quite an interesting story. So Jerry the King Lawler is the number 1 contender for Dominic Mysterio's Pure Honor Championship. He will be facing Dominic Mysterio at our pay-per-view next week. Last week, Jerry the King Lawler paid to have Farouk in his corner, and unfortunately they came out on the losing end. Dominic Mysterio has said that he is going to give Jerry Lawler a chance to get his hands on him. To get his hands on him. But if Jerry wants to get his hands on Dominic Mysterio here tonight, he had to agree to 2 things. The first thing was it had to be in tag team action again. And the second thing was that the Judgment Day gets to pick Jerry's tag team partner. Now, Jerry Lawler has agreed to this. So, Our first match of the evening will be the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and one of the other members of Judgment Day versus Jerry the King Lawler, and of course someone that they have picked as his tag team to be his tag team partner. That match is coming up next. Alright, we are here with our first match of the evening. It looks like he's picking JD.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 380 pounds. The Pure Honor Champions, Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonagh, the Judgment Day.
The worst part about trying to share my phone is I can't hear you. Okay. You might have to because there wasn't even moving on the audio. Ding dong cereal Dominic Mysterio choosing JD to team up with him here, guys. We'll see who they picked out to be Jerry Lawler's tag team partner. Also keep in mind, again, if you didn't hear at the beginning, we are most likely going to have to do a double stream next week as well, as I have a late shift on Wednesday next week.
And their opponents, first from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 235 pounds, Jerry the King Lawler.
Okay, I do apologize. We're not going to be able to do double commentary. So it's just going to be me on the microphone. What I was saying is that next week I have a late shift on Wednesday as well. So unfortunately, we're probably going to have to do this same kind of double stream for the pay-per-view next week as well. Oh, okay. What? What? I don't know. Double streams be fun and unique, so I'm not personally upset about this. Well, I don't know if you're upset about this, but I'm upset about that.
Unknown. Weighing in at 245 pounds, Doink the Clown.
Of all the people that Judgment Day could pick to team up with Jerry Lawler, it's Doink the Clown. Doink. With that, betting is now available. Judgment Day up to some funny business. The team of a clown and Doink. I'm actually interested. They surely are. Are you gonna move away?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry again, baby.
It's not your fault. We should have. This is one of those.
Yeah. All right. JD starting this match off with Jerry the King Lawler. Not the person Jerry was wanting to get his hands on, but you can see that he's not backing away here as JD takes things to the next level. Massive shot to the back of the head by Jerry the King Lawler. Surprisingly, this is not the first time that Jerry Lawler and Doink have teamed up. No, Jerry Lawler actually got Dink to help him fight Bret Hart back in the day. What's up, baby? Oh, Doink. Sorry. Doink, Dink. Dink was the little guy. The tag back out to Jerry Lawler. JD able to kick him off there. Dinkelberg. These two fighting on the outside of the ring. A count of 8. But both are able to get back into the ring. Vicious punch by the Lawler. Going for a cover now. JD trying to defeat the Clown. I'm going to laugh if it ends in no contest and you get all the points. Now I wish Dink was in the game so we could team him with Goldberg so they could be Dinkelberg. Knowing how things go with Jerry, I could totally see it having a wild ending like that. Dominic Mysterio into the ring now as he faces off against Doink. Tag back out to JD McDonough. Doink takes control, only for JD to reverse. Tossed into the turnbuckle. And JD using the ropes to his advantage there. Wrapping Doink's arm. Dimmadome versus Dinkelberg. The Judgment Day has truly given us a fairly odd match. Tag out to the Lawler. Poison Rana by JD McDonough. As a tag out to Dominic as Jerry tries to go to the outside of the ring. Dive and Mysterio misses. Oh, Mysterio going for a sunset flip powerbomb. He hits it. Count of 5. Mysterio looks like a double miss there, but Jerry Lawler taking advantage. There's a tag out to the Clown. Doink and Jerry Lawler surprisingly being good partners for each other. I was walking and I thought a dog was walking past me. It was no dog, 'twas a raccoon friend. Did he offer to take you to an island? Doink the Clown in the control of this match. You know he did? He called it J Island 87. Oh, he's got him by the nose. Oh, just slapping the taste out of him. And again, just by the nose. Back suplex. I don't think that they expected this out of Doink the Clown. You can never underestimate Doink. He is actually a very skilled technical wrestler. But everyone likes to forget that because he's a clown. Tornado DDT by Dominic. If Jerry and Doink win this, I vote we consider making them a team. Tag out to Lawler. DDT by Jerry Lawler. I'm okay with that. It should also be noted that Jerry Lawler and Doink had a pretty good feud themselves when Doink, Dink, Pink, Wink took on Jerry and the King's Court, which was full of other little people with weird names that I can't remember. JD and Jerry Lawler on the outside. JD going for a Texas Cloverleaf. Lawler showing some surprising athleticism. A count of 9. And there it is. By count out.
Here are your winners, the team of Jerry Lawler and Doink the Clown.
Say what you want. A win is a win. What's up, baby? Let's go. Hashtag Jerry Clown. All right. I don't remember, honestly. Well, that was our first match of the evening. We still have 8 more matches. Next up, we have our 2 number 1 contenders in the female division going against each other. That match is coming up next. All right. It's time for our next match of the evening.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Hit Squad from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler!
This will be the 2 number 1 contenders. Here comes the number 1 contender for Trish Stratus's Women's European Championship. Your name for this team is 100 times better than the name WWE gave them. Thank you.
From Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch!
Here comes the number 1 contender to China's Women's Championship. Of course, both these women want to prove why they are going to be the ones to win their match next week and become champion. And Shayna Baszler taking an early hit here with a takedown. Early lead here. Becky Lynch able to reverse and hits a Bexploder off the bat. Oh, interesting move here by Becky Lynch. Oh! Baszler trying to get back into the shake of things. Taking Lynch down and now just pummeling away. Baszler using those UFC skills. know the champions have got to be looking at this match. I feel like we've seen this match in WWE a few times, but if we haven't, I'd love to see it. Two very talented women. I think we have. They've just always used Shayna to put Becky over. Knee to face by Baszler. Working on the arm now. Becky Lynch back in control. Trying to take out the legs of Baszler. Baszler reversing, getting back in control. I really wish they'd give Shayna the push she deserves. All she needs is a good mouthpiece, really. They've never given her one. That's true. Cutter-like maneuver there. Baszler going for a cover. Only a 1 count. That's why R.W.F is great. It's the land of pop. Baszler setting up. Oh, but Lynch able to reverse. And now Lynch firing up. Going for cover. And only a 2 count. I meant opportunity. Dang, autofill didn't fill. Fair. Nice slam by Becky Lynch. And now Lynch perhaps setting up for the manhandle slam. There it is. Into the cover. And a kick out of 2. Y'all can't hear it, but every time I say 2, the hashtag wonderful wife is back there going, 2! Huh? It's up to you. You don't have to. You don't have to. Oh, I heard the bird for sure. Becky Lynch in control. Another Beck exploder. Reversal by Baszler. Oh, massive spine buster by Baszler. Reversal by Lynch. Reversal by Baszler. Reversal by Lynch. Both of these women taking out their Uno reverse cards. Now Baszler setting up for that cutter again. She hits it into the cover. Yuzuka Street cutter, I think that's what's that called? As she only gets a 2 count. Huh? Oh. Baszler gets reversed. Lynch takes advantage. Oh no, there's a reversal back. Shayna going for, oh, gut wrench suplex. Roll into another one. And a second gut wrench. Baszler going for some sort of leg block there. Oh, manhandle slam out of nowhere. Becky into the cover. And there's the 3 count. Baszler put up a good fight, but she could not overcome Becky Lynch here tonight. Oh. Moving right along, we're going to go into our next match, which again is contender versus contender. This time it's going to be on the male side as Post Malone takes on Vader. That'll be coming up next. All right.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the Rocky Mountains, weighing in at 450 pounds, the man they call Vader!
It's Vader time. And here comes the current number one contender for the United States Championship. He claims that he is going to be the man that finally takes away the title from Eddie Guerrero. He says that it is no longer time for lying, cheating, and stealing. No, 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 no. It's Vader time.
And his opponent, representing the Megastars, from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 190 pounds, Post Malone!
And here comes the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. This is the contender I've been most behind when it comes to beating Brady Guerrero. Post Malone hasn't been a part of R.W.F. long, but he's already making tracks. Started a tag team with Bad Bunny, and now he's going to be facing off for the Intercontinental title. But first, we have this Battle of the Contenders match. There's the bell, and Malone, like a house of fire, tries to get, but Vader tries to stop him in his tracks. And there's the power of Vader. So far, you gotta give it to Vader. Out of all the people that Eddie Guerrero has faced, he actually seems to have Guerrero's number as of late. We'll see how that translates at the pay-per-view. And remember, starting tonight you all will be able to have a chance to vote for different match types, including the one involving Vader and Eddie, as well as Post and Bret Hart. It looks like Post may have been bloodied with that last stomp there, but Post not letting it get to him, just hammering down the fists. Forearm drop. This is going to be such a fun PLE. I hope so. There's a claw. Vader trying to get Post Malone to tap out, but Malone able to get out of it. Post Malone in control. Vader deciding, no, I'm done playing around. There's the power slam. Both men go to the outside of the ring. Malone blocking his shot. Stunner by Malone. Huh? It's a video game? That's all I can tell you. It's a video game. Huh? Right. Vader breaking up a sleeper hold attempt. Granted, even if he would have tapped, it wouldn't have meant nothing. And oh, massive gorilla press slam there. The count of 5. Malone gets back into the ring, followed by Vader. And there's a double flip off by Malone. And a power bomb by Vader for Malone's taunting. Into the cover. A kick out at Fight Forever chant as Vader continues the punishment to Post Malone. Massive short arm clothesline. Vader heading to the top row. Massive splash from the top rope. Vader going for a cover. And a kick out at. Posty better be careful. Vader is nobody to mess with. That's true, but now Post Malone going for the spinning Razor's Edge powerbomb. He hits it into the cover. And a kick out of 2. What's up? Oh. Now Malone going for something big, but Vader just tosses him off. And now Vader just manhandling Post Malone.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Vader going for the Vader bomb. Malone able to get out of it.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Malone going for a pin attempt.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, that was a good reversal by Malone. Yeah. And now it's Vader's turn to reverse. More punishment being dealt out by Vader. Oh, Vader went for a big splash, but Malone able to reverse out of it again. Vader rolling to the outside, and Malone taunting again. To the outside, he hits it. Massive dive. Malone setting up for this big power bomb on the outside. Don't really know why he decided to hit it out there. He can't win on the outside of the ring. Oh, I guess he can by countouts. Power bomb into a RKO. Both men completely depleted by that. Count of 6. Malone not done. Count of 8. We could be. Is it? Yes. Malone wins by countout. Another by countout. Post Malone getting a big victory. Granted, it is by countout. It's still a victory. Wow, I didn't expect that outcome. This outcome, right? Next up, we have a non-title tag team match for the final points in the war of momentum over the women's tag team titles. It's the Pretty Mean Sisters versus the Bad Girls up next. Alright, it's tag team action time.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, Liv Morgan and Scarlett, the Bad Girls.
Here comes the quote-unquote Bad Girls. They started teaming up kind of randomly, ended up winning the number one contendership spot to face off against Pretty Mean Sisters. And they are in firm control of the point lead, 3-1. Here comes the tag team champions.
And their opponents
would have never thought that these two would be where they are right now. Two-time R.W.F Women's Tag Team Champions. Way back when we first reopened our doors and they revealed that they are long-lost sisters. And now they will have to face off against the Bad Girls. Looks like it's going to be Liv Morgan and Carmella starting things off for their respective teams. I am also required to mention that every match here tonight has been given the green light by the new Authority Triple H. That's led by Triple H. Sorry about that momentary lapse in silence. Had to discuss something with the hashtag #OneForWife. What? Tiffany Stratton in control here as she tries to deliver as much punishment as she can. Flying elbow from the top rope. Into the cover. Only a count. Sending Liv into her corner. Working on the leg of Liv Morgan. Liv now back in control. She gets Tiffany into her corner. Little turnabout is fair play there. Trying to take out her leg. Reverse mat slam. Oh, massive roundhouse kick by Liv Morgan. And just stomping now. Into the cover. Kick out. At 1. Tag team action here by the #1 contenders. Double back body drop. Huh? Okay. Oh, reversal there. Scarlett, I gotta say, here recently, I've seen Scarlett has been quite impressive, but oh, Scarlett taking it to the tag team champions. Tag out to Carmella. Carmella putting a hurt on Scarlett. Scarlett able to reverse, gets back into control. Oh, massive DDT into a cover. A kick out at 2. Since Trish is in the chat, I did have to say earlier, I do have another late shift next week as well. So we're probably going to have to do this same thing next week and have the pay-per-view on Tuesday as well, unfortunately. Carmella going for this submission hold of hers. And Liv Morgan breaking it up. Double tag. Liv and Tiffany Stratton coming in. That's okay as long as they can both be done. I can't guarantee that next week, because next week is going to be almost all gimmick matches. Then again, we could probably go into massive overtime. I don't know. I can't guarantee anything with that pay-per-view. And there's the knockout. Fair.
Here are your winners, Carmella and Tiffany Stratton. Pretty Mean Sisters.
And Pretty Mean Sisters getting another point. Bringing the War of Momentum 3-2. With that, it's time to switch things up a little bit. It is time for one-on-one action, and it's time to see who is next on Undertaker's path of destruction. It's Undertaker versus another one of Paul Bearer's lackeys. Who will it be this time? Find out next. Here we go. So far, he's only lost against one of Paul Bearer's lackeys. Who's going to be the next in line to face his destruction?
Making his way to the ring, representing the Brothers of Destruction from Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, the Undertaker.
So far, he has a count-out victory against Dexter Lumis, a pinfall loss against the Boogeyman, and a pinfall win against Mankind. I don't know who Paul Bearer could possibly have left up his sleeve, but we're about to find out. I should have known. It's Paul Bearer's son.
And his opponent, accompanied by Paul Bearer from the pits of hell, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
And it looks like it's an unmasked Kane as well. The Brothers of Destruction about to go to battle. That's gotta be Kane. And this match underway. These two have had massive wars in the past. At one point in time, they once said the only thing that they like more than teaming up to beat other people is to beat each other up. The big boot by Kane. These two trading shots. This is a different Kane than we've seen as of recently. Shades of his self when he had the mask off. A little bit more ruthless. Running DDT by the Big Red Machine. Kane, I was going to say in firm control, but Taker takes back control. A little taunting by The Undertaker. You know that Undertaker would love nothing more than to smack some sense into Kane and get him back onto the same path that Undertaker is on right now. Because you got to know that that Paul Bearer is just trying to use Kane the same way he was trying to use Undertaker. Massive clothesline into the cover. Kane able to kick out. Now the straps are coming off. And it looks like Taker, oh no, I thought he was about to go old school, but Kane able to reverse. Neckbreaker into the cover. Sidewalk slam by the Big Red Machine into a cover. And now Kane signaling for a choke slam. Taker, he's got, no, reversed, and Taker with a choke slam. This makes me want to watch their old WrestleMania matches again. And now Taker with a tombstone pile driver. Into the cover. And a kick out at 2. Okay, I gotta say, I've never seen that animation before where somebody reverses a choke slam into a choke slam on a video game. That was epic. And now Taker going for a choke slam, but Kane reverses this time. That was pretty epic indeed. What a match. Sidewalk slam on the outside of the ring. Are we going to be looking at another countout victory? No, Undertaker gets back into the ring. And he drags Kane over into the corner. Oh, Kane able to reverse. Now it's Kane dragging Taker over to the corner. But now it's Undertaker's turn to reverse. Big boot by the Undertaker into the cover. And a kick out of 2. Undertaker with a running knee. And now it's Kane's turn to reverse. Massive clothesline by Kane. Kane now working over the head. Undertaker rolls to the outside. Kane follows. Goes for another sidewalk slam, but Undertaker's able to reverse. Massive shots, and there's that classic vintage arm wringer by the Undertaker. Sends Kane back into the ring. Undertaker perhaps looking to go old school. And there it is. Now Taker going for a pinfall attempt. A kick out of 2. Kane not wanting to go down. And Taker setting up. Went for our last ride, but now Kane reverses. And now it's Kane's turn to do a tombstone. Kane going for a cover. A kick out of 2. 2.9999999, says the wife. Now Kane just trying to inflict some punishment, looking for another choke slam. No, Taker able to reverse out of it. And now Taker going for a tombstone. Oh no! Kane reverses it into a tombstone of his own. Taker able to reverse, but Kane still on top. No way! Undertaker. Another big boot. Indeed it is. Big boot by the Undertaker. DDT. Now it's Kane's turn to reverse. Big boot by Kane. And now just doing a deadlift powerbomb. Taker reversing, going for a cover. And there's the pinfall.
Here is your winner, the
After a very intense match, Undertaker walks away with the win. Woo! Now that was an instant R.W.F. classic. Undertaker rides away with the victory. Our show's not over yet, though, folks. We still have 4 more matches for y'all. Next up, actually, give me just one moment. Alright, y'all. I need some opinions here. Um, since I do want to get into the Minecraft for tonight's stream, um, I have 4 matches planned. 2 of those matches are Eddie Guerrero versus Bret Hart and China versus Truth Stratus. Do you want me to just ixnay those matches? Because we don't really need to see those 2 matches. They don't really do anything. Um, Other than, I mean, it's champion versus champion. Uh, that would make it where I go from having 4 matches to having 2 matches. And then we can go into the Minecraft. Uh, which would you prefer? Also, because you have that light on, I am super dark. You're good. You don't have to turn it off. I'd be okay with them being cut so we can get more Minecraft time for tea. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut those 2. And we're just going to go into our last 2 matches of the evening. Which means that coming up next, it will be the D'Angelo family versus DIY. Coming up next. All right, here we go. tag team action. The Mafia is going to be walking here into some trouble because hashtag Team Pasta Sauce is nobody to take lightly.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
Their Ketchup Crew is on their feet tonight. My packet is raised.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 472 pounds, the men's tag team champions, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Lorenzo, the D'Angelo family.
Here comes the D'Angelo family, who are in firm control of the point lead with 4 points to 0. But also keep in mind that sometimes that doesn't always mean anything. We've seen a team completely dominate the war of momentum, but then lose once the titles are on the line. Looks like it's going to be Johnny Gargano and Channing Lorenzo starting this match out. I have decided that I am going to cut the other 2 matches. So we will have this, and then our main event of the evening will be after that. And then I'm going to go into a little bit of story, and I'll be going into the polls, and then we'll switch over to Minecraft. Gargano going for a pinfall, didn't even get a 1 count. Made just 1 moment. Alright, sorry about that. I am back, and it looks like the Tomato Chomper has been tagged into this match. Tommaso Ciampa, whatever, former R.W.F heavyweight champion. Tag out to Tony D'Angelo. Hey, he's walking here. He's tagging here. Working on the leg, using the ropes to his advantage. Clothesline there. D'Angelo taking Tommaso down. Tag out to Lorenzo. Tag out to Gargano. Lorenzo in firm control. Just as I say that, Gargano tries to take control but gets reversed. All the reversals here. Lorenzo taking Gargano down. Oh, massive shot. I do believe that shot busted Gargano open. Tag out to D'Angelo. And out of nowhere with a Hurricanrana. But Gargano takes his focus away. That could cost him. There's a tag to Lorenzo. Some tag team move action there. A tag team move. Good teamwork. Lorenzo just punishing Gargano. Springboard with the leg drop. Into a cover. Gargano tried to get an advantage, but Lorenzo stopping him at every chance he can. Finally, he is able to get a tag out to Tommaso Ciampa. German suplex by Ciampa. Tag out to Tony D'Angelo. Oh, massive move there. Into the cover, but Gargano saves the matchup for his team. It's a nice tag team move there. Tommaso being hung upside down, but he's able to reverse. Sending D'Angelo into his corner. Tag to Gargano. Now some tag team move by the DIY. Tag back to Ciampa. More tag team action by DIY. Ciampa with D'Angelo on his shoulders. Drapes him over the turnbuckle. And now Ciampa doing a little bit of dirty stuff there. I suppose you gotta do what you gotta do. D'Angelo able to reverse. Takes down Ciampa. D'Angelo decided against doing a top rope move, turns his attention to Johnny Gargano. Massive back suplex to Johnny Gargano. A taunt in there, perhaps overconfident. And to Tommaso Ciampa with the fairy tale ending into the cover. But Lorenzo breaks the pin up. D'Angelo trying to take out both. And he has bloodied Tommaso Ciampa. Both members of DIY now wearing a crimson mask. Exploder suplex into the corner. D'Angelo going for a cover. And Ciampa able to kick out at 2. Oh, drive-by kick by D'Angelo, who tags out to Lorenzo. It's a drive-by kick of his own. Lorenzo's setting up. Oh, he's going to go for the I'm walking here, but Tommaso Ciampa able to reverse out of it. Float over suplex there. Lorenzo able to reverse, but Tommaso able to reverse. Dang, I zoned out being so into the match. My bad. You're fine, Bruta. A tag out to Gargano as Lorenzo goes to the outside of the ring, and Gargano decides to go after D'Angelo. A meeting of the minds there. Lorenzo going for a powerbomb. Oh, and he hits it on the side, and oh, swings him into that LED board. Gargano sends Lorenzo back into the ring. Oh, now clothesline by Gargano into the cover. A kick out at 1. The Mafia versus Team Pizza Sauce. Mario and Luigi are loving this matchup. And there's a knockout, getting the first point. DIY getting a massive victory in this non-title match. Yes. DIY finally able to get a point on the board. But now it's time for our main event of the evening. Our new authority, Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. Well, Triple H, after the Randy Orton lost against... Hold up. I need to... Alright, that'll make things a lot easier on my end. After Randy Orton lost against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Triple H was not happy about that. So, Triple H has set up a 6-man tag team match. The only issue is we don't know who is going to be on the side of Ricky besides one person. So since Randy Orton has lost against both Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Jake the Snake Roberts, Triple H has made it official that it will be all three members of the Authority versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jake the Snake Roberts, and whoever they can find to be the third man. The thing is, as far as we know, they haven't found anyone who's willing to face off against the Authority. And if they can't find anybody, then it will be a 2-on-3 handicap match. So, I don't know who would possibly be able to face off against Triple H, because Triple H has basically said that anybody who does decide to team up with them, well, it's not going to be in their best interest. So that's got a lot of people not wanting to fight the Authority. We'll see if anybody teams up with them or forgetting a handicap match coming up next. And here we go. And here comes the new Authority of R.W.F.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 820 pounds, Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, the Authority.
There they come. All of them decked out and ready to wrestle here tonight. The Authority, Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. Of course, Randy Orton, our new heavyweight champion, being awarded that belt by Triple H after it was found out that Stone Cold Steve Austin has succumbed to his injuries and will not be able to compete anytime soon. Make your guesses now on who's gonna, if anybody is going to team up with Jake the Snake Roberts and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, or if this is going to be a handicap match. I feel like whoever is crazy enough to team with the snake and the dragon is someone the authority needs to watch out for.
And their opponents, first from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 235
I'd be doing the clown. I'd be okay with that. Here comes Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He was punished for speaking against the new authority and ended up winning the match anyways. You know, the match was, of course, more about punishing Ricky than it was anything else. And here comes the man who said, "You want to take out snakes? Well, I'm the snake."
Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 249 pounds, Jake the Snake Roberts.
He is the snake and also has a victory over Randy Orton. Interesting to see that Triple H picked people who have victories over Orton instead of people who Orton have beaten, like British Bulldog. But it still needs to be said who, if anybody, is coming out last. Let's do her downtime. But wait a minute. That's Austin's music. But there it is.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, the WWE Heavyweight Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So we were told that Austin has succumbed to his injuries, that he wouldn't be in the ring anytime soon. And not only is he back, but he's got his old smoking skull belt. Told you. Stone Cold Steve Austin, with a little bit of attitude, has come back to R.W.F. This match will get underway with Randy Orton and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat starting things off. And this is indeed six-man action. I'm loving this. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. He didn't know that I was going to do this, but our good friend Kung Fu Cobra is the reason behind this storyline. He gave me the idea that I put into use for this, as well as my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebird10, who I basically took her idea and his idea and mixed them up into this storyline. Huh? You suggested the injury angle. That's what you did. Huh? Yeah, you were talking to me about how awesome it would be if we did an injury angle again. Because we did one of those once. I have big brain time sometimes. Hashtag Team Fire Cobra 87. Ricky back into his corner. Triple H. Oh, reversal by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Oh, and he got too close to Randy Orton, who took advantage. And now Triple H gonna pick the bones of the Dragon. A sleeper hold like maneuver. But the Dragon able to get out of it. The drop kick. Tag out to Jake the Snake Roberts. Triple H picking away the arm though. Tag out to Randy Orton. Orton sending Jake into the turnbuckle. Now he's hanging him upside down. Jake in control with an eye rake. Jake, of course, never one to shy away from cheating and using whatever he can to win a match. Jake over in his own corner, not where Randy Orton wants to be. Orton with a reversal, enziguri, going for a cover now. Tag out to Big Dave Batista. But Jake not taking anything from Batista here. Sending Batista into their corner. Trying to take out the leg. Batista reverses. Short shoulder tackle into a cover. Only a 1 count. Tag out to Stone Cold. You know, he's been itching at this. Maybe not particularly against Batista, but he's got to be itching to get his hands on Randy Orton. Batista in control here, sending Austin to his corner. And just throwing him across the ring. Batista turning his attention to Steamboat for a second. Before he goes back onto the attack, sending Austin back into his corner. A tag out to Randy Orton. Uh-oh. Batista bomb into an RKO. And there's the cover, but Steamboat takes out the referee and breaks up the pin. Reversal by Austin, just to get reversed by Orton, just to get reversed by Austin. Austin deciding he's going to tag in Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who clotheslines Orton over the top rope. And there's an octopus stretch, but Orton gets out of it and hits a sidewalk slam. Orton decides against going to the top rope and decides to go and hit Jake and Austin. He actually gets hit by Austin, and now he goes back to Jake. Meanwhile, Batista attacking Steamboat on the outside of the ring. Oh, into the steel steps. Count of 5. Back suplex onto the barricade. Oh no, count of 8. And Steamboat. And there it is. A count out victory for our main event. New. And there you have it. That has been the R.W.F section, so to speak. We still have a little bit of R.W.F left to go before we switch over to Minecraft. Huh? Yeah, Minecraft Mines. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now it is time for fans' choice to let you guys know what your options are going to be. There are 2 storyline things that I need to talk about first. Before I get into Stone Cold. So, Undertaker. As you guys have seen, The Undertaker has indeed been on a path of destruction. He has a pinfall. He has a countout victory over Dexter Lumis, a pinfall loss against the Boogeyman. He has a pinfall victory over... Did he beat Kane by countout? Huh? I don't remember. The point is, he has a victory over everybody but the Boogeyman. Now, we have had a chance to sit down with the Undertaker, and it turns out that the beating he gave to Kane did indeed shake Kane away from Paul Bearer's grasp. So Kane is no longer affiliating himself with Paul Bearer, just like Undertaker is no longer affiliating with Paul Bearer. Now, for fans' choice, what you guys get to pick from will either be The Undertaker versus the Boogeyman in a casket match. The Undertaker, and basically, just in case you don't know what a casket match means, that means that they'll face off against each other. A casket will be brought to the outside of the ring, and the first person to throw the other into the casket and shut the lid wins the match. Option number 2, Undertaker versus Dexter Lumis in a finisher match. Now, a finisher match is the first superstar to successfully hit their finishing maneuver wins the match. So no disqualifications, no countouts, none of that. All that, first they hit a finishing move. Your third option is Undertaker versus Mankind in a no disqualification match, which that speaks for itself. It'll be a regular one-on-one match, just with no disqualifications. So they can use whatever weapons they would like. You also have the ability to choose 3 different tag team matches if you would like, which will be the Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker and Kane versus Boogeyman and Dexter Lumis, The Undertaker and Kane versus the Boogeyman and Mankind, or The Undertaker and Kane versus Dexter Lumis and Mankind. Those are all of the options that will be available for the Undertaker match. Now, for every other match, you are only going to be able to choose the type of match that is going to be had. That's why I did the Undertaker match first. The other storyline match will be the main event, and I will talk about it last. So, for the rest of the matches, those are all great options. First off, Dominic Mysterio will defend the Pure Honor Championship against Jerry the King Lawler. And you will have 4 options in each match. For Dominic versus Jerry Lawler, you can make it your first option is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, which means that the belt will be suspended from the rafters. The first person to take a ladder, climb the ladder, and retrieve the belt will be the winner. And of course, the ring side will be scattered with tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. The second option is a no holds barred match, which means exactly that. There will be no disqualification, there will be no countouts, no rope breaks, there will be literally nothing will be barred. Option 3 will be an extreme rules match, which means that not only will the rules be thrown out the window, but there will be extra special weapons in place for them to fight with. And the fourth option will be an ambulance match, which means the first superstar to successfully throw the other into the back of an ambulance and shut both doors will win the match. Next up will be Trish Stratus versus Shayna Baszler. Trish Stratus will be putting her R.W.F Women's European Championship on the line against Shayna Baszler, and your options are number 1, it's just a regular, everyday, normal one-on-one match. Option 2 it'll be a knockout match, meaning the first superstar to successfully knock out their opponent will win the match. The third option is an old school blue cage match, which means it'll be a cage match, which means that they can win by either escaping the cage, pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage. But instead of being a regular normal steel cage, it'll be that old school blue steel. Your fourth option will be a falls count anywhere match, meaning no disqualification, no rope breaks, no countouts, and they can fight anywhere in the arena and the fall will count. They can literally get a pinfall or submission anywhere in the arena. That is for the four options for that match. The next match, China will defend the R.W.F. and these are not in order, by the way. This is not how this is not the order of the card, by the way. This is just how I have them written down. The next match, China will defend the R.W.F. Women's Championship against Becky Lynch. Your four options are a scrap trap cage match. Now, a scrap trap cage match is like your regular cage match, except the cage will have like scrap around it. There is no escape. You can only win by pinfall or submission. Your second option will be a rusted cell match, which is a normal Hell in a Cell match, which means the two of them will be locked into a Hell in a Cell, but this particular cell will be rusted. The third option will be a finisher match. Just like I mentioned earlier, a finisher match, the first superstar to successfully hit their finishing maneuver will win the match. And the fourth option, just like I talked about before, will be an Extreme Rules match. You've already heard of how that works, so I won't go over it again. Next up, the D'Angelo family defends the R.W.F. Men's Tag Team Championships against #DIY. Your four options are a table match, meaning the first team to successfully put one of their opponents through a table will win the match. The second option is an elimination match, meaning that the first team to successfully get a victory over both members of the opposing team will win the match. A steel cage match, meaning that the first team to successfully get a pinfall, submission, or both members escape the cage will win the match. And the last will be a ladder match, which means the belts will be suspended from the rafters, and the first member of a team to climb the ladder and successfully retrieve the belts will win the match. After that, the next match to talk about, the Pretty Bean Sisters will defend the R.W.F. Women's Tag Team Championships against the Bad Girls. Your four options are a tornado tag team match, which basically just means there are no tags. All four members of the two tag teams will be in the ring at the same time. The first member to get a pinfall, submission, or knockout wins the match. The second is a tag team tornado Hell in a Cell match. Just like it's that tag team match, except it'll take place inside of Hell in a Cell. The third is a 2 out of 3 falls match, which means the first team to successfully get 2 victories out of 3 wins the match. And the fourth option will be a TLC match. Again, tables, ladders, and chairs will surround the ring as the tag team belts hang up from the rafters. The first person from a team to retrieve the belts gets the victory. Next up are the options for when Bret Hart defends the RWF Intercontinental Championship against Post Malone. Your 4 options are a steel cage match, which means the first person to get a pinfall, submission, or escapes the cage wins the title. The second is a submission match, meaning the first person to make the other person tap out, submit, give up, however you want to put it, wins the match. The third is an old school black cage match, which means it's exactly like option number one, but instead of taking place in the newer, safer cage, it'll take place in that old school black cage. And the last will be a ladder match. Again, ladders will be at ringside. Title will be held above in the rafters. First man to get it wins the title. Next up is Eddie Guerrero versus Vader. Your four options will be the ladder match that I literally just talked about, a last man standing match, meaning the first person to successfully make his opponent stay down for a referee's 10 count will win the match, a 2 out of 3 falls match, meaning that it's the first man to win 2 out of 3 falls, or an over the top rope match, meaning the first man to successfully throw the other over the top rope and make both of their feet hit the floor wins the match. Now, back to some storyline. We just saw Stone Cold Steve Austin return. Triple H is not happy about this at all. So he is ordering the main event of Fans' Choice will be Randy Orton defending the R.W.F. Heavyweight Championship against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now here's the thing. Since Stone Cold, who says that he is still the champion, we have talked with Stone Cold. He said he's still the champion. They want to try to take his title away from him. They want to try to beat him up. They want to leave him for broken. Well, he's not going anywhere. And he is champion. That's why he brought the Smoking Skull Championship with him to show that he's still the champion. So Triple H is not only forcing Orton to defend his title, but Stone Cold Steve Austin will also be defending the Smoking Skull title. It will be title versus title in the main event. And the four options that you have to choose from are a Hell in a Cell match, no disqualifications, no countouts, and a vicious cell surrounding the ring, guaranteeing no interference from the Authority. A Falls Count Anywhere match, again, no disqualification, no countouts, and they can do battle all over the arena. A First Blood match, meaning the first person, the first superstar to successfully make the other one bleed wins the match. Or a special guest referee match. Now, Triple H has yet to say who that special guest referee will be. Do keep that in mind if you decide to pick that as the option. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the entire card and the entire options that you will have for R.W.F. Fans' Choice. What a card. I couldn't be more hyped. It is Minecraft time. For, 30 minutes. We might go. Yeah, so we might go in the hashtag overtime for the Minecraft. The sky is the limit. Yeah, as long as you guys will be okay with it, we might go into a little bit of overtime for the. We are gonna go ahead and go into creative. Sea pickles can be smelted into green dye. Now, the poll, I will start putting up all the polls after the, um, ah, speaking of slime, what are you doing here?
The small one's name is Jerry.
The small one's name is Jerry.
Yep. It's a reference to my favorite Minecraft YouTuber.
Fair. Oh yeah, we were supposed to do something. Settings.
So cute, Sissy.
We were supposed to do something with creative, easy. I'm spawning. Okay, did that. Okay, the drownder's still there. So. Yeah, that's gonna be the next thing is make sure we can still spawn things. Okay. But let's. Yeah. Okay, cool. So as long as we can still spawn stuff, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of that. I don't think we need any more. I don't know, I'll keep the water bucket just in case. Yes, thank you, T, for the suggestion. Okay, so of course.
We'll go ahead and just. Should I kick out all the mobs?
It might make it good for lagging wise. I'll just go inside until you're done. This is so pretty. Beep around. Okay, so the aquarium is done. Which means it is now time for the other area. Which means it's time to expand that way into the rest of the zoo. And figure out how we want to do that. Zoo hype. Because I kind of want to do the same where I have like the glass and then an animal behind it. But
It's gonna have to be bigger, I think.
yeah, I was gonna say it's probably gonna have to be a little bit bigger. I just don't know how much bigger.
Fair. Let's make a little. Let's make enclosures and see, like, what's the word I'm trying to say?
How much room they would need?
Let's make a floor plan.
Okay.
Floor plan.
So like, I'm just gonna kind of go over this way. That way. This is just to see.
That's fine.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, because that. I mean, that might be big enough.
I think so. Maybe make it a little bit bigger. My next question is, are you gonna place like grass at the bottom of it?
That's what I'm about to kind of find out.
Sorry, dude. I'm just gonna do this as like a demonstration. So,
Right.
what's your
That's why I was trying to build it up before I did that.
Well, it still stands. Here, I'll. Let me find some meat.
Okay, there. Now they can't escape. See, I don't know, cause like that one brings them up closer to, like that feels like it brings them up closer to you, but that feels more like natural. Which do you guys prefer? Do we want to? That's I just have to. I don't know how to word that. Ants.
Hey,
What?
just trying to make it to where they can see it better. Maybe have a little bit of
You mean kind of like that, so they can go in. I'm okay with that. I'm that.
I will need to ask you to go somewhere else
Okay.
so I can deal with the crowd. Alright, I'll go ahead and
Hmm.
dismantle this little room area.
So,
Where were you ready for?
I help.
I'm gonna just let you do it. You do the best. And you miss. And you miss.
Okay, so how do we want to do this?
I have no idea. Another question I have for you. Where is the quote unquote front door gonna be?
That's another thing I was thinking. Like, do we want the front door to be like a hallway here,
That's what I'm
and then we can kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You don't really need that. It'll look a little weird on the outside, but
Well, we can always fix the outside, but
really
hitting the wrong button.
hitting the wrong button.
Another thing is, do we want to
And they come in, and they have, oh hey,
do we want to have this like even this way?
probably, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do we want to do that? Then do we want to have the door in the middle of this hallway?
Huh?
Like,
Okay,
have like a double door?
okay, I'll be good for that.
What door do we want?
I don't know. Do we want them all to be spruce, or do we? Because that's what we've been using.
I think so.
Okay, I get spruce.
I hope.
You got it.
I hope. I hope. Benny's getting a little too excited over here. I don't know. What are we supposed to do?
suppose. I don't see anything wrong with it. Huh. That's tomorrow. Eh. Sorry. On the edge. Mainly apologize in the Twitch. Oh, you putting in the water. I like that. Now the question is, how do we want to do lighting?
That's a good fish.
As the fish, we got away with the sea lanterns.
Guess it'll have to be up top. Or in the window. We can do glowstone.
Ah, Go alphabetically. Put 4, please.
Four.
Go.
And the water trough is behind the plot platform, so that way people don't have to see
Right.
drinking water.
I like it. What do you guys think?
It's a good system.
Cool. Do they need water? They have water. There is a little water trough back at the or a skylight. I mean, they've got this area here so the workers can drop food into them, and then there's their water trough back there that's behind. That way, customers don't have to watch them drink water. Oh, I see it now. Hmm.
So we go alphabetically.
That's what I'm thinking. Granted, chicken would probably be first, but
Well, hey, guess what? This is chicken stuff. Bees would go first.
bees, yeah. Well, do we want to?
How do we want to do the bees? We'll do it. I'm not 100% sure. We can do like, here's what I'm thinking. We do like all the like actual animals, and then we'll have like how you have on one end with the ground. We'll do that, but instead we'll put a park.
We could probably do that. I don't know.
We don't have to. Like we could.
Well, my main thing is because like I would thinking of like in an actual zoo. Yeah, they have the bees flying around, but also the patrons try to kill the bees
Oh.
because they don't like that there's bees. I was
Okay,
like,
so
I don't want.
we can put the bees in a cage. That'll work.
So for the bees, instead of putting a water thing and all that, just put some flowers down. Put a beehive.
That's what I'm. That's exactly what I was gonna construct. Like, I don't even think we need a ledge. We just
Yeah.
literally like. Oh, it's fine. But like literally have a log here and then one next here,
Yeah.
and then flowers around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want it on this one or do we want it in a different one so that it doesn't bring us bad luck?
Which one would we put it in?
Keep in mind this is only the third enclosure with pussy.
I think it'll be okay if we break up a little bit.
Maybe I'll put purple wire next. We'll go in order of things.
Okay. Leaving room for you to get out. Oh,
I'm still working on it.
you're fine.
What flowers do we want?
Yes.
I know it's purple.
Tulips. It's the firebird bee.
Fire bee tin.
Fire bee tin.
Think that's enough?
I think so.
Alright. Of course you're gonna be taking it all this away. I'm not gonna put a sunflower because it takes all this away. How that looks from there. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. One, two. Babies. They will be very nice.
There's a baby chicken.
Yeah, one of them turned out to be a baby. I'm just hoping they pop out. Trapdoors.
Oh yeah, because they could probably fit through that, couldn't they?
Yeah, they are bees. What flavor of trapdoor? Let's use cherry. That counts. Yep. Huh?
Ooh, should we do that on all of them?
On the cherry one?
Yeah, yeah, use the cherry. I like it.
I suppose make them what pink. There's nothing wrong with that. Ooh.
Pretty.
Okay. So next up, get back to the list. It's going.
Oh, nice. Mud. How long do we want to go to? Okay. 9:41.
Cool.
Hmm.
Next is gonna be sheep, which we have to name one yet.
Right. Which side do we want it on? That works.
I don't know after the billing.
Uh huh. Okay. I like that.
Here you have the fire bat.
I will get to work on. It's an anvil, right? That's what I need is an anvil, right? Yeah. Does it just GEB?
Underscore.
That one?
Go ahead and dig it from the. Like you just want to toss it in. Toss it in.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it works. From. Luckily, first tries.
Do I need to make another one?
No. Guaranteed. It's not working.
I may have did something wrong. I don't don't think I.
It might be because it's a capital R.
Well, I don't think I backspace like you told me to.
No, you did. I saw it.
I gotta remember how to backspace. Okay, try this one. Yeah, no, it's not working. I guess you're right. Let me try lowercase in it. If you wouldn't mind doing the thing.
Okay. Backspace to.
That's what it was.
I don't think I need a wipe sheet. Do you have the reactions?
Yeah.
Space a few more up, please.
Mhm. Is it a lowercase j? Yay.
Next is you want.
Yeah. That's sand.
That is sand. Do we want anything different in like lowercase?
I wouldn't know what. Do you guys have any ideas of anything different that you would want inside the enclosure for the wolves, aka dogs? Me too. No, we don't want to tame them. Other, you know what? You want to know why we don't want to tame them? Huh?
So that we can have dogs in the future?
That's no, not what I was thinking of. But
What?
because I'm not sure how it works in creative, But then if we tame them, we're gonna have to make them sit down.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna just teleport out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Not that I can think of, says the T.
Next, polar bears.
Nice. We might want to make their enclosure. I don't know if they swim or not.
I bet I have one of these. I'm just building on this side because this is the side that
The teleportation, the teleportation thing can be quite annoying, right?
okay, so you do things.
Me sinks. Bark. Bark. Bah. Yeah, I didn't know about the teleportation thing when I first started playing this game, and I think I was a dog that I got, or a wolf. It was a wolf that I got, and I tamed it, and I made it a dog house, and then I went to go somewhere else and turned around and I was like, oh, dog. It was not in its dog house. There you go. Wee. I was gonna say, instead of making them a trough, do you want to just make like the back part of it just all water? I don't know how the polar bears act on this game, because I know in real life they swim. They do the swimmy swim. Mm. Again, I don't know how they are on the game. I don't even know if they do swim on the game. They may not. Okay, fair enough. Maybe some kind of DIY hollowed out log thing for the foxes once you get to them, since they sleep. whenever you're ready. 'Cause I love the polar bears, says Nick. Just waiting for it, you know.
Oh, did they play in the mud?
Yeah, playing in the mud. There it is. Hello, pig. It is a little hard to see. Yeah, maybe move the mud a little bit. Alright, it is just about that time to what? It is almost time to wrap up.
I don't want to put it like right on at the same time.
Right.
I want to put it.
Mm. I'll put the mud pit up top, yeah. Why not? Appreciate you both making time for the craft. Yeah. I do enjoy the Minecraft. I'm just this new work schedule that they've been having me on randomly. It's weird because I told the dude that anytime Monday and Tuesday, he can make me work anytime he wants. But every other day of the week, my wife works. And he's been having me do a lot of later, he hasn't been scheduling me for Mondays and Tuesdays. But no, we've already got the. Oh wait, never mind. But for sure. But yeah, and that's the biggest bad thing is not only am I tired after work, but I also have to go and pick her up in order. So it's like, so that's kind of like the biggest issues there. Oh, it is 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and you can keep going, but I'm gonna start wrapping up. Fair enough. Um, all right, so sleep is gonna feel great on those nights. Hope you all have had a good time. Do please go when the polls get going. Please go and vote on them. Um, the matches that don't, the matches that are just what regular, they'll just be a normal match if nobody does it. But the Undertaker match, I have to have you guys vote on that one at very least. Um, so hashtag vote. With that, let me go over here. Do that. Hit the snoozy snooze. We are not going to. I shall vote. We are not going to raid, so no raid tonight. Uh, let's go ahead and get into our commands. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife very greatly. We want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody that's joined us today. It means so much to us that you could take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with us. Also, a huge thank you to Firebird 10, Kung Fu Cobra, ZZCWJ, Demon King 025, 8008, Eisen the German, and Z-Fire Incorporated for contributions they have done for our streams. Discord, we have one of those. And my hashtag wonderful wife is about to put the link into the chat. Discord is where you are going to go to vote in those polls. So if you have not joined our Discord, feel free to grab that link when she posts it and come join us. We have lots of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are made. And just, of course, besides all of that, we just love to have you there. There's the link. So yeah, definitely feel free to grab that. YouTube, we have one of those as well. If you would like to check out some of our past live streams in their entirety, feel free to grab that link that I just posted and head on over there. Make sure you give it a like and a comment, because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. If full-on videos aren't your style, then you can head on over to TikTok, where we have highlight videos posted. I'm still in the process of getting some of those done. This new work schedule has really got me out of my funk with getting that done, so I do apologize. But yeah, feel free to grab that link and head on over to TikTok. Make sure to like and comment on those as well. Last but certainly not least are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, more information is in the chat. Do keep in mind that there was not going to be a stream tomorrow. I am canceling stream tomorrow because of the new work schedule. I've already closed out of the thing. I closed out of the 4K. Yeah. Sorry. I usually, yeah, when I start usually getting into this section, I close out of 4K so I don't have to worry about any sounds being made. So yeah, this Wednesday and possibly this Saturday, because I have a late shift this Saturday, will probably not be a stream either. I'll see how I'm feeling on Saturday and let you guys know in Discord. With that, I will see you guys on Thursday for Poker Thursday. I hope you... almost forgot to do the thing since she's here. I'm JRabbit87. She's Firebird 10.
Yeah!
I hope you all have a very good night.
Thanks for joining Stream on the Rabbit. I hope you had a good time, and now it's time to say goodnight. Come watch the rabbit, it's not hard to do because he streams. Minecraft on Tuesdays, wrestling on Wednesdays, Pokemon on Thursdays, Star Wars on Fridays, Undertale on Saturdays, and Subnautica on Sundays. Showing with God's love, and with God's love he can do it all. If you don't mind, hit that follow button and subscribe. For now, I hope you all have a good night. Come watch the rabbit, it's not hard to do because he streams. Minecraft on Tuesdays, wrestling on Wednesdays, Pokemon on Thursdays, Star Wars on Fridays, Undertale on Saturdays, and Subnautica on Sundays. Showing which God's love, and with God's love he can do it all. If you don't mind, hit that follow button and subscribe. For now, I hope you all have a good night. Come watch the rabbit, it's not hard to do because he streams. Minecraft on Tuesdays, wrestling on Wednesdays, Pokemon on Thursdays, Star Wars on Fridays, Undertale on Saturdays, and Subnautica on Sundays. Thank you again!